growing up, and even especially now, I always wondered what my dad was doing when he was my age. So I'm 23 now, and I like to think I live a pretty cool life. Get to travel a lot. I have a pretty interesting job, so I'm gonna try to do a better job of documenting the things I do and the trips that I get to go on. So starting with this one here, Shay's in Copenhagen for work, so I flew over to meet her. I have a couple days of solo exploring while she's doing conferences and stuff like that. And this Saturday, it's Thursday right now, we'll be back together and explore the city together. So hopefully I'll be able to show kind of what it looks like exploring the city myself, and what it looks like me and her exploring the city and going out to dinner and trying new things. Already landed in Copenhagen. Landed in Copenhagen, went to the hotel and crashed. And we're on our way to go grab a beer and french fries now. You like it? Now we're going shopping. We're gonna go shopping. Gonna find Shay a new coat, because he didn't pack a coat. So one thing about Shay is when she's on a mission going shopping, she's not going to stop walking when I stop to take video, so you can probably see her wandering away in front of me. On a mission to find a thrift store to buy a cheap jacket. Back at the hotel now. We didn't end up buying anything just yet, but we just got here, so I'm sure we'll buy something before we go back home. Shay has a company dinner tonight that she just left for, so I'm gonna head back out and wander around and try to find some steak to eat. So gonna be a solo dinner for me tonight, but I'm gonna try to explore, maybe do some shopping while I'm out. Some of Shay's co-workers said that if we came even just last week, it would have been 85 degrees, so might get a little bit warmer this weekend, so hopefully we'll have some better weather and we can go jump in the canal and not have it be a cold plunge, but we'll see. The buildings are so old here. A lot of the restaurants are built like halfway underground. Like this one right here, you kind of have to walk down below street grade just because they lifted the streets up over time. So it's pretty cool. All these buildings are super old and looks like you're in a movie set, even though it's the entire city. Today was kind of a half day, honestly, with travel and sleeping and everything. And then when I did get here, it was raining, so I kind of just stayed in the hotel for a little bit. So I didn't really leave the hotel room until like 2 p.m. But I think tomorrow should be a little bit better weather, so hopefully I can go explore some more. Last year we did this exact same trip, but it was a week before. We actually went to London for a couple days first, and then Copenhagen for like 4 days. The weather on that trip was a lot better. It's kind of rainy and cold. It feels a lot more like fall this trip. But this time last year, it was kind of like 80 degrees out, even though it was only a week earlier, and people were jumping in the canals and swimming and running, and everybody's kind of in winter jackets and a bit more hunkered down now. Tomorrow, if the weather's better, I'll probably go explore the Danish Design Museum and check out a couple of the botanical gardens and other parks right by our hotel. Then like probably a 30-minute walk from the hotel is like a cool castle looking thing, so probably go explore that too. Googled a steakhouse called KOD, or Cod, I think that's the word for cow here. So I walked in there and just had one of the best steaks I've had in a long time. Probably top 3 I've had recently, right next to Zuma. One of the best meals I've had in a while. It's just me. Shay still at dinner with her co-workers. Then the hostess recommended I go to a bar called Ruby, so I think I'm gonna head there now and hang out. Pretty dark now and it's getting kind of late, so I'll probably put the camera away for the night, but probably just gonna go grab a drink or two and then head back to the hotel. It's day 2 in Copenhagen. Gonna notice some repeat outfits. I definitely packed more for end of summer, but it's feeling more like beginning of fall, so only hoodie I brought with me, so I'll be wearing this probably the whole trip. On my way now, I'm gonna go grab a cinnamon bun that Shay told me to grab at this pastry shop, and then I'm gonna head over to a coffee shop down the street, grab some espresso and do some work for probably about a half hour, just checking in on emails and updates for a couple of listings that I have. Alrighty, coffee and pastry secured. Grabbed one for Shay too. I'm gonna head back to the hotel and do some work there because I just figured out that it's very difficult to figure out Wi-Fi passwords when you don't understand the letters of a language. So not gonna try to tackle that issue. I'm just gonna sit in the hotel lobby and get some work done for a little bit. Another cool thing about Copenhagen is all the Michelin star restaurants. In Boston, there's literally none, but when you're walking down the street in Copenhagen, they're literally everywhere. There's one right here. There's one in the hotel that we're staying in. They're literally every couple blocks, so it's pretty cool. The food scene here is awesome. Compared to Boston or the United States in general, there's a lot more options for upscale dining and unique experiences. Last time I was here, the food I wasn't too open-minded about, but hopefully this time when we go, it's a 15-course tasting menu, and I'll try a lot more things, so we'll see. Ran back upstairs to grab my jacket. It's pretty cold out today. Gonna start by checking out this park that's right across the street from our hotel. The museum doesn't open till 10 and it's only 8 right now, so got a little bit of time to kill. I'm just gonna wander around the area, see if we can find some shops or maybe some restaurants that I can check out later on. So this park is called Orsted Sparken. However the hell you pronounce that. Leaving the park now, backtracking towards the hotel again. Probably gonna walk through the botanical gardens. It's about a 35-minute walk to the museum. Still have an hour until they open, so I might walk through the gardens and do some photography with my other camera over there. Jacket was a bad call. Already getting warm. Just got to the botanical garden. Probably gonna take out my other camera and grab some photos. The lighting looks good. I like to grab pictures whenever we travel. That way when we move in together finally, we'll be able to decorate the entire apartment with photos that I've taken from all of our trips around the world. We already have a couple done from Italy and our last trip to Copenhagen, and we have prints printed out, but I think it'd be nice to have each room kind of have its own theme based on a room or an architectural style from where we travel to, and then have the photos that inspire that design in each room of our house. They have like plants from all over the world here, and they have absolutely crazy stuff. Like, I don't know what this is, but I've never seen it before. Setting up my other camera, getting ready to grab some still shots. Got this really cool bridge here I want to grab some photos of. Just got to decide between which lens I want to use. I think I'm gonna go with the wider range up to the 74 rather than the 10 to 18. I'm gonna put this camera away for a bit so I don't kill my battery, but I'm gonna grab some still shots and I'll probably pick back up over at the Design Museum. Checked out the Design Museum. It had some really cool displays in there. A lot of the stuff was like fashion or artwork in the beginning, which is cool, but I don't really understand the significance of it since I don't know the history behind it, and a lot of the descriptions were in Danish. But a lot of the architectural stuff or even the woodworking was really awesome to see. Kind of just walking down towards the water now in the main Nijvelen Street. Yeah, probably just go hang out for a little bit. It's just about 11 a.m., so probably plan on grabbing lunch in an hour or so. Something that I find hilarious is the first time that I came here, Shay told me that nobody locks their bikes at all because it's such a trustworthy country. And people do leave their babies outside in strollers and stuff, which is insane. But what she didn't realize is that people do actually lock their bikes. So all these bikes have bike locks like this that keep the bike from moving. So they don't chain them to poles like we do in the United States, but everybody locks their bikes. But when she was living here for 2 months, when she was studying abroad, she just didn't lock her bike a single time, so she is pretty lucky it didn't get stolen. But I thought it was funny that she thought everybody just left them unlocked, but it was just her. There's a lot of interior design studios here, and obviously my goal in the next year or so is to start a development design company. So kind of wandering into these stores up the street and just taking a look at kind of the showrooms that they have and the materials they're using. Really interesting stuff here as compared to the United States, so it's pretty cool to see. This is one of the steakhouses that they have here. It's like modern American, they call it. It's called mash, like mashed potatoes, but I don't think it's that good. All the reviews online say it's kind of like a chain. Let's take a look at the menu. Prices aren't that bad. It's like 600 grams of steak for 650 kroner, so it's like 50 bucks for like a 14-ounce steak.
Copenhagen. Good morning. Do we have that to go? Lovely.
Right now I'm walking up to one of my favorite spots in Copenhagen. This time last year, or a week ago I guess, last year, this area was packed and people sunbathing, jumping in the water, hanging out, kids doing flips off the docks. And I got a video of Shay diving in. It's probably one of my favorite videos I've ever taken, even though it's just on an iPhone.
Cool.
Yeah, a lot of good memories here, so it's a little bit sad to see it cold and not as lively, but it's cool to be back. Walking up to the Danish Architecture Museum now. This is the outside of it. Looks like a pretty cool building. I think Shay's actually in here for her work meetings, which is pretty funny. But it's one of the things I wanted to check out, so we'll be in the building at the same time, doing very different things. She'll be working and I'll be having fun. Just left the Architecture Museum. It's kind of lame. They only really had like 2 or 3 exhibits. Pretty cool optical stuff they have. So they had like a staircase that was surrounded in mirrors. That was pretty cool. But besides that, not too much to really see there, honestly. I think it was only like $5 to get in, but still pretty small exhibit for the size of the building. Looks like it's mostly like collaborative and co-working spaces in there that people can rent out and use. So more of a kind of a hub for corporate retreats and stuff like that than it is an actual museum, I think. Not too far from the hotel right now, so probably gonna head back there, charge the camera, kind of relax for a little bit, plan the next move. I think I might look up a couple more museums and see if I can find an auto museum around. I don't think there's any in Copenhagen itself, but if it's close enough to take a taxi, I might do that. I know there's some good private collections out here, so we'll see. But I'm gonna go back and recharge for a little bit and just hang out. Been walking for about 5 or 6 hours now, so I'm starting to get a little bit tired. Camera's charged, I'm recharged. Just left the hotel, Shay came back to hang out for a couple minutes before she goes to an amusement park with her co-workers, and they're having dinner there, and I think it sounds like they're partying tonight too, so she'll probably be out a little bit later than I am. Gonna head down to the main shopping strip now and see if I can find any thrift stores or anything cool like that. Thinking about buying like an old chess set or something like that, just to have as a keepsake that's not just clutter. So we'll see what I can find. All right, welcome to the store. I'm gonna grab this jacket and maybe some other stuff too. Just bought a new jacket from Jack Jones and a shirt as well. Pretty sure it's like the Danish version of H&M, but it seems to be decent enough quality and it looks nice, so that should scratch the itch of wanting to buy something, I think. All right, stopped back at the hotel, just dropping this stuff off. This is the jacket that I got. It's got like a nice plaid design to it. Not bad, fits pretty well. Had to fire off a work email quick to send some floor plans over to a buyer. It's 1 p.m. back home and 6 p.m. here, so trying to get it done before it gets too late. I guess it still looks like I'm a go-getter over there, sending stuff around noon, which a lot of realtors don't do. The bar is pretty low for productivity, so as long as I look good, that's fine. They don't even know I'm in Denmark. So, funny story that's not that funny. When I bought the jacket, I left my debit card at the store, and I didn't realize until I got to the pool hall. And I went to pay for my drink, my card wasn't there. So the store closed at 7, and it was 6:55 when I realized, so ran to the store, and then as soon as I got there, the kid was locking the doors because I'm in the jacket. He goes, "Oh, I remember you, I have your card." So, close one, but I locked it anyway, so it wasn't like a big deal, but it's nice I don't have to order another one now. But heading back to the pool hall, get some more beer and play some pool.
That's 2 for you, right? You have 2, right? Because I missed entirely. You have 2 shots? Ah, okay.
I made a couple friends at the pool hall. The bartender asked what time I was going to be done with my table, so other people could come take it, and I asked them if they wanted to play a game. And so we played a game together, and I beat him pretty much the whole game. Then I tried to show off in the 8-ball, so he ended up catching up on me, but it was still a fun game. His name was Esther, super nice guy. Told me to go to MASH to get one of the best steaks in the city, so I'm heading there now to grab dinner. We'll see how it goes. Just got back to the hotel. That's all I got for today, so I'll see you tomorrow morning. Good morning. Day 3, Copenhagen. Going to grab coffee and some pastry now. Shay jumped in the river this morning. How was it?
Not the river, the canal.
The canal. How was it?
It was good.
Very cold.
No, it wasn't that bad.
It was pretty cold. You were pretty cold when you got back.
No, it wasn't.
Your skin was very cold when you got back. Shay's off to work again. I'm off to Fredericksburg. It's about an hour walk from where we're staying. Walking towards the zoo, but just gonna kind of wander around, see what I can get into. See if there's any cool shops or anything over there. Then we booked a dinner reservation for a pretty cool spot tonight, so that should be exciting too. It is way colder today than it was yesterday. It's like 50 degrees out right now, so probably gonna buy a hoodie or a couple hoodies, matching ones for me and Shay, if I can find a decent store. Just took a nice slow walk to the zoo, probably took like an hour and 20 minutes. Did a bunch of street photography on the way and a lot of architecture type photography. Shay loves the orange building, so I got a bunch of pictures of those that I'm gonna have framed for her. At the zoo now, kind of just walking around looking for a polar bear.
Nu tror du ballen? Ja. Tror du den anden isbjørn er hoppet i vandet?
All these birds are in here hanging out with the polar bear, which is crazy because it looks like the polar bear's gotten at least one of them before. So, I don't know. Not too smart for the birds, but I guess being in Denmark, they have no idea what a polar bear is, so. The zoo is very different than American zoos. The polar bears are like actively trying to hunt, and it's eating a dead horse head. In American zoos, they kind of just throw it like chunks of meat, and they're always like sedated and miserable. This bear is like actively charging at people, kind of. You can see him right here. Probably do it right now. He walks up to the edge of the cage, kind of smells to see what's going on. I'm sure he would jump if it was closer. But yeah, these kids at the zoo are just watching a horse head be devoured by a polar bear right in front of them. And it's probably not something that they would do in America. They have pandas here, which is nice because China owns all the pandas in the world, and they took them away from the United States for political reasons. I think they're getting them back in California in a couple years, but right now there are none, but there's one right here. So pretty cool to see. This thing is so junky. One's over here sleeping, but it's like more round than this long. It's eating some raw meat over there, and got a watermelon over here. I thought the elephant enclosure was empty, but it looks like they have this like indoor solarium that they keep them in when it gets colder out. So I'm heading down to the lower level so I can see them now. So this zoo is on both sides of the road, so I'm gonna head over to the other side in a minute, see what's going on over there. One of the baby chimps is swinging around. At the zoo they also have what I had for dinner the last 2 nights, which is pretty cool, very delicious. I feel like half this video is just gonna be me looking at animals at the zoo. So I'm gonna catch the bus and head back towards the city and try to grab some food. Waiting for the bus now. I have no idea what bus this is or where it's gonna bring me, but I'm gonna get on it and see what happens. Just got off the bus, saved me about 45 minutes of walking, which was nice. Didn't pay, don't know if I'm supposed to, but they didn't really say anything, so I just sat there. I got about a 10-minute walk back to the hotel. I think I'm just gonna grab some food in the restaurant that's in the hotel. Grab some like chicken wings I think they have and a beer. Alright, took a 1 hour nap, 2 o'clock. Woke up at 5:30. So it was not a 1 hour nap. Look how beautiful she is. So pretty. We're going to get dinner now. So we're gonna go get pizza and get beer and get super drunk and then come back here. Good morning. Day 4 in Copenhagen. On the hunt to go get coffee. Look how pretty Shay looks. We're at the living room. This is where Shay used to come and work when she lived here. What's the goal for today?
Going thrifting.
Thrifting? Going thrifting. We're gonna go buy people's clothes. Isn't it weird how all thrift stores smell the same?
Yeah, but this one's outside, so maybe it won't.
It's definitely gonna smell the same. They all smell really bad. Luckily,
Crazy how fast trains can be. We already saw one train come.
just took the metro. Much better than Boston. Much cleaner, faster, less homeless people. Still one though. Shay lied. She said there was no homeless people. So we're in Fredericksburg now. We're heading down to the market. We've got to find an ATM so I can grab cash.
Yeah. I feel like we should see what's there first. We want anything.
Well, it's kind of far. It's like in the park, so I don't think it's going to be a 10-minute walk if we want to go to the ATM. We'll still find a place to spend the money if we don't find anything there. What are you doing?
But now.
I threw mine away.
Stop, just do it. When I studied here, they didn't have the English after.
Oh, really?
So that's why I never took it, because I was like, I don't know what's going on.
Very goofy looking Monopoly money here. Just got to the Fredericksburg market. There's like a random wedding happening right here in the market. I'm gonna go check it out. Pretty crazy someone just got married at like a random thrift market in the town center, but it's cool, I guess. Alright, it's been like 10 minutes since I wandered away from Shay, and she's in this massive market. So I'm gonna play a real life game of Where's Waldo and try to track her down without calling her. I thought I found her, but somebody has the same sweater as her, so I'm still looking.
Okay.
All done with the flea market. We're in the Fredericksburg Gardens now. What do you think about the gardens?
It's pretty.
Very pretty.
You get to spend it the way you want.
Alright, got some little chocolate chip things. And a couple cookies. Cookies look good. Salted caramel. Cookie. Very good. This is the best cookie I've ever had. Back to shopping.
I really don't shop.
Back to looking
To look at.
at shops.
Yeah.
Let me see it.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Tusind tak. Thank you very much. Give it up for Marcus Gordon and Jonas Brown. And thank you too for letting me come. I love you guys.
Just grabbed a couple beers and a spritz, some fries. No more shopping. We didn't buy anything at all. Spent 5 hours shopping. No results.
Close.
Close, almost. It was fun to look around. Now we're heading back to the hotel. Gonna rest and freshen up and get ready for Michelin-star dinner. How was dinner?
Too much wine.
Too much wine, a little drunk. Dinner was awesome. Had the best pork of my entire life. Probably one of the best bites of food in my entire life. I took some vertical videos, so I'll try to include those, but if they look crappy, I probably won't put them in. But it was really good. And it was $200 when we booked it. And then
You booked it?
And when I booked it, it was $200. You had to prepay. And then with the wine pairing that don't include on the website, ended up being a grand total of $930. So it was a little bit more expensive than we thought, but Shay said it was okay. Yeah, it's a little bit expensive. Day 5, Copenhagen. Starting off the same as every other day in search for coffee. On our way, we're gonna go find some crazy, probably weird breakfast. We're gonna go get some black and blue eggs.
That's not where we're going.
We're gonna get black and blue eggs, probably. Food's here. How is it?
Mig, der altid søger gader ude.
Yeah, I do know the same donor.
Men også.
The dog parade going by.
Nej, nej, du skal... Du er frygtelig.
Is that a Gemini? Found this hat. Gonna get it. It's like $40. Let me see what you got.
So I don't have to keep wearing my hoodie.
Shay pulled the trigger on a beautiful jacket. Very colorful.
It's like Muji, but the Danish version of Muji.
Hey. Gucci?
Muji. Remember the store in Newbury that I took you to? Like the Japanese IKEA.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, these are fun.
Done shopping for now. Gonna head back to the hotel, grab some bathing suits, get ready to jump in the canal. What else are we doing?
Sauna.
Sauna. We're going to sauna.
Then I said, like, an hour later. So then I was late, so for an hour. He was like, you friends? And he asked me.
Just took the bus from our area to, where are we now?
We're still in Copenhagen.
We're in Copenhagen.
Love it.
Whatever it's called. This is like the swimming spot, so we're gonna have some wine and jump in the freezing cold water. Look how pretty.
These are pretty.
You.
Yeah.
Just sit down at this nice garden, gonna drink some wine, and we're going to Refn after. Pulling up to Refn now. We'll grab some food. We just had some pretty not good wine. Tasted like pine salt, but that's okay. Can't all be winners. Very beautiful area. Tons of street food. The sunset view is gonna be pretty nice too. What are you gonna get?
I think I'm gonna get the Korean.
Korean? Let's start with the Korean. I'm gonna start with that. I'm gonna get 5 dinners.
And a beer.
Beer and spritz. Look at the skate park. It's like random Danish kids scootering.
That looks good.
Course number 1, got Korean fried chicken, got a rice bowl and a snack, and then 2 Royal Classic beers. Time for dessert. Very cold. We're standing by this fire to warm up. Leaving Refn now. Gonna take the bus, go back to the hotel. Too cold for ice cream, so it's gonna be a tomorrow problem. How's your day?
It's awesome.
It's a lot of fun. We're gonna go take the bus now. We'll see you tomorrow. Day 6, Copenhagen. We're going to Norbro right now. We're gonna go do more some. We're gonna go do some more pretend shopping. Where we look at things and not buy them.
Yeah.
I need to buy a bag though, so I'll buy something. And then we're gonna go grab lunch and ice cream and then dinner in quick succession.
Pizza in the world.
The best pizza. I'll take some videos of the pizza.
It's like cheese and like things.
We're in the glass market now, taking a look around. This stuff. Steak looks pretty good.
Don't tell me I'm angry and cranky.
We just got back over to kind of where our hotel is, and over by the Niveland, so I'm gonna stop into a leather store to see if they have any nice backpacks. I need a new backpack for work, so let's see if I can grab one while I'm here. And then I think we're gonna go over to the Niveland and just kind of sit down at a restaurant, have a beer or a drink, and some fries. Just got to the Niveland, gonna grab some food. Got a ribeye here, big beer, Aperol spritz, some fries.
It's called Nuhan.
Nuhan. Nuhan? Niveland. That's how it's spelled.
There's no L.
It's spelled Niveland.
There's no L.
There's an L.
There's no L.
I think I'm right. Heading to dinner for the last time in Copenhagen. Going to Based. And then tomorrow morning I'm heading back home, get some work done. Shay's off to Milan. She's gonna go run the walkway in Fashion Week, right? She's off to another on-site meeting. Just finished a great dinner at Based. We got about 100 hours of footage from this trip, so it should be fun to edit this down. It's definitely the biggest video I'll ever make. That's pretty much it. We're going back to the hotel, we're gonna pack, and we're leaving tomorrow morning.
Did the pizza live up to the hype?
The pizza well, I thought it was better last time. I got a different one, but the one that you got was very good.
It's always the best.
It is the best pizza. Yeah, just packing up tonight, and then heading to the airport tomorrow. So that's pretty much it. I don't know how much more I'll film, but that's the trip. Bye.